This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Off play action. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And I don't think that. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
That's what they're looking for here. Jones now. Off play action. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Go! What? 90!
Now Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Moody. And he's taken down inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Here we go!
Jones operating from the gun. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Niners have taken the early lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results. You're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they'll run it here. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
It looks
9. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times. And they...
Off the play fake. Lambert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawks touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. 7-all is the score. We'll be back to Seattle right after this.
Six first downs, and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing Jones. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they work this out past the 25. Great way to start the drive. 20 big.
Here we go. What? 90.
Jones now. Off the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20.
Let's go. Grand 38.
Throwing again. Jones. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it? Really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are to progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there, taking it in. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Now let's go. Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop him for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
It just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, That'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, I can see he's looked pretty good to this point. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I know many people like...
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Back to throw. Jones. Wide open receiver complete.
I'm probably giving my quarterback some room. Sprint him out to one side or the other and give him an opportunity. If it...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now 40 under pressure, and they get it. It's blocked.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Jones going to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
Here we go. Grand 38.
Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. In for the score. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody.
Hey. Here we go. What? 90.
Jones now off the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
More high-strung than others.
They are.
I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way.
He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception in the first. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Jones off play action. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the...
Go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
From the gun, Jones. And he hauls it in the end end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. And the 49ers continue to roll.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion.
Here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Let's go. What? 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lambert, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And San Francisco gets set to go here. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points.
Trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield wide.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32, the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now ready to march out of the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19.
Throwing on 1st down. Lambert. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation.
39. Green. 39.
From the gun, Lambert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? It's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Here we
And they'll go on the ground. And he's got this down to the 35. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Niners, it's a fan week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.